Well, the love of a North Texas father shines through, even as he explains his son's battle to stay alive.
What Dad did to make his son smile had a lot of people at Children's Medical Center talking.
A Garland father takes a piece of cake to the face. It's a moment this dad will always cherish.
It's the last thing we want is our kids to be in any kind of pain. We feel that's our job. We need to go through that for them. And sometimes we can't, so any way we can take a load off of them, I'm gonna do it.
Abel Escamilla's son, who is also named Abel, is healthy now. I joined him to piece together a puzzle.
I got the Dalmatians, you got the clown.
I'm gonna work on the clown? Okay, all right.
Dalmatian.
This is a hard one.
Abel's had trouble from birth. When Abel's mom was 4 months pregnant with him, she found out his intestines were on the outside of his body.
When she was 32 weeks, his intestines twisted, and they were saying if they didn't get them out now, they were gonna rupture. So she had to have an emergency C-section.
Immediately after birth, Abel was rushed into his first surgery, which was a success. He had another surgery at 3 when some scar tissue wrapped around his intestine. But it was when he was 5 that things got really scary. Abel told his dad he needed to see a doctor immediately. He was right.
By the time he got there, he had already gone into septic shock. So they had to intubate him right away and said he was losing blood from somewhere, but they didn't know where. They told us to, start preparing to make phone calls because it wasn't looking good for him.
That had to be heartbreaking to hear that.
It was. It was.
Before rushing Abel into surgery again, doctors at Children's Health in Dallas assured Abel's parents he'd be okay.
They just reassured us, your boy's gonna be okay. We don't have a lot of time to talk, but his intestines are twisted up and he has no blood flow to the bottom half of his body, so we have to get in and operate right away. Overall, he lost a lot of the large intestine, 2/3 of his colon, and a small portion of the small intestine from them being twisted up and no blood flow.
He spent 3 months in the hospital. It was unclear whether he would be able to walk again, use the bathroom on his own again, even eat again. There were a lot of unknowns, but he kept getting better. And finally the day came when doctors told him he could eat again.
The chef came up and cooked him basically anything and everything he wanted.
Not only one, he didn't cook only one thing.
Nah, he didn't cook one thing. He had hot dogs, spaghetti, he had all kinds of desserts and juices.
Oreos? You had Oreos?
Yeah, this kid had it made.
Abel's stomach wasn't used to eating all that food, though, and after eating it, he wasn't feeling well. His dad had an idea and asked him a question.
What will make you feel good? What will make you feel better? And then he's seen Jalissa, my wife, walking around with the cake. He's like, well, let me smash the cake in your face. I was like looking around and, his nurses were there, the doctors were there, and I was like, well, I'm not going to tell you no. Okay, let's do it.
Dad had to step it up, huh?
It was good.
He still wanted to eat it.
Yeah, I still ate the cake. Yeah. But it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, he laughed. Just to see him smile, it was his day, and I didn't want his day to be ruined.
Abel continues to improve. He's not on any medicine right now. He continues to maintain his weight, so that's the good thing. What I loved about this story was Abel's father works for Discount Tire Company, and while his son was in the hospital for those 3 months, that company told him that they wanted him to focus solely on his son so that any bill that came the family's way, they said, send it to us. We'll take care of it. And sure enough, they did.
Wow.
I know.
Gotta love it. To help kids like Abel get such great care, you can make a donation to Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. You can find a link at fox4news.com.